Hi, hello, good evening. Today I will practice the speaking test of IELTS. So let's get started. Today I use the textbook IELTS Academic 16 and the test is test 1 and today I started from part 1. So let's get started. So the first question, people you study or work with. Who do you spend more time studying or working with? So for me, about studying, I study with my wife because I and my wife study English for more than 2 years, and but actually my wife went went abroad for to study English, and her speaking skill is better than me. And but actually, especially pronunciation, her pronunciation is very good, and I'm sometimes taught by her to speak English, and she tells me what pronunciation is correct or not, and she also told me she also tells me how to how to improve my English speaking skill. So that is very informative for me to study with her, and also I can keep my motivation to study English because of I want to defeat her English skill in the future only without going abroad. So that is my aim, my goal to study English, and I want to keep pace with hard English skill, and that is very good for me to study English. And the second one, what kind of things do you study or work on with other people? So English, and I also study accounting, cause I'm work for internet company and as a programmer. So that's why I sometimes use the calculation of money and earnings or revenue or something. So I have to know how to account such a number of money or revenue. So I think that is the base skill to understand the business or over the capitalism. So that's why I'm studying accounting too, as well as English. And of course, I'm studying programming, because my main job is programmer. So that's why I have to know the computer architecture or algorithms, and how to create a good system for the user. That is very important thing. And as you know, as a programmer, I have to know a design, cause I'm a software engineer. So that's why my program and my the user interface which I created is faced the end user. So and then I have to know what design is good or not. So, and if I know about design, I can save time to improve the design by the designer, and the designer can focus on more difficult problem or issue. So that's why I study the designs. So, and of course I have to know the business and the user interface, and I have to know a lot of things about the programs. So that is very important thing for me to improve my company's business. And the third question, are there times when you study better or by yourself? Yes, yes, there are, because I can study in the morning and the evening, so I can make the time to study by myself more than 2 hours per day, even if how hard I work. Cause I can keep my regular times, and it make me healthy. It keeps me healthy, and I sleep a lot. I sleep enough, and I can study uh, even the morning, and my brain is very clear because I can take enough sleep to work. So that's why I can say I have a lot of time to study, even I'm a employer of the company. The last question: is it important to like the people you study with? It's difficult question, because yes, I think so. Especially when I was a high school student, I studied I studied with my friend, and well, actually I didn't help each other, and in just study the same desk and in the library. But I could keep our motivation to study, because I sometimes I take rest with my friends and chattering. That is very good time for us to reduce our stress to work. And in the in the rest time, I can I can I can gave him some questions, and he answered my question. That is a very good study for me to keep our memory in my brain deeply, and I can pull my information from brain it when I took the examination for the entrance examination to the university which I wanted to go. So that's why I think the in from the side of the efficiency and efficiency, I think it is very important to study or work with some friends. So and I recommend it very strongly to study with your friend when you are if you are a high school student, or you have a task to finish other some examination. And there is 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. So I'm wondering, I have to proceed to part 2. The part 2 is describe a tourist attraction you enjoyed visiting. You should say what this tourist attraction is, when and why you visited it, what did you there, and explain why you enjoy visiting the tourist. I found this question in the Cambridge lesson, and at that time I explained explained to teacher that I went to the Norway, Finland, to watch the Northern Light, and that is very beautiful. And I think I that was unlike anything which I've ever seen. And and the sentence, they they were unlike anything I've ever seen, is told by my teacher in Cambridge. So, and I want to use the sentence naturally, but today I took several seconds to look up the sentence from my brain, so that I have to use the very beautiful sentence quickly. That's all. Goodbye.